I got Wisconsin losing to UCLA. That's a tough one because both of these are two of the best offensive teams in the conference. I think UCLA's defense is a little better. They lead the conference in steals and one of the best block teams in the conference as well. They have really grown throughout this season. I'm sure everyone remembers those rants by Mick Cronin earlier this year where it's like, I hate the Big Ten traveling schedule. I hate the way we can't win on the road. Oh, yada, yada, yada. They have bounced back in a huge way. They had those 4 losses in a row earlier this year at Nebraska, Michigan, at Maryland, at Rutgers, and that's when those rants occurred. They come back home and start dominating. They won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row before finally losing on the road to Illinois by 5. This team has dominated in the second half of the season. They look really hot. Their only losses lately have been at Indiana by a couple and at Purdue by 10. Just dominated USC at home to end the season in a rivalry game. This team is built for March, man. They play great defense. They play a solid pace. They shoot the ball well. Extremely talented. Well coached. I love this UCLA team. And, of course, they have such a tough matchup, potentially, because no matter what, they got to play either Indiana, Oregon, or Michigan State if they beat Wisconsin. So, let's talk about it. I got Indiana versus Michigan State. Michigan State's obviously the top team in the conference. Have been the top team all year. They've dominated the big games. They've looked really good in every facet of the game of basketball. They're the number 1 team for a reason. If you look at the advanced metrics, it backs it up. And this team has been red hot to end the season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row to end the season. That's quite a winning streak, including wins against number 13 Purdue, number 12 Michigan on the road, number 16 Maryland on the road, and number 11 Wisconsin. And then they ended the season at home against number 17 Michigan in a dominant 17-point win. This team is scary good. And they're one of the few Big Ten teams that's had success in March throughout the last 5 to 10 years. Coach Izzo is the best coach in the conference. This team is the best team in the conference. The advanced metrics back it up. The one thing that I'd be concerned with this team once they get out of the Big Ten tournament into the March Madness is the way they shoot threes. They don't shoot them, and they don't shoot them well. When they've won games this season, they have shot the ball a little more efficiently. When they've lost games this season, it's because of their inabilities to shoot the long ball. If they played a really fast-paced team that's just shooting the lights out, their strong defensive half-court might not be able to overcome that, and they might get upset by a team that just shoots the lights out. They got to avoid one of those mid-majors, and I think they can if they can get to that 2-seed range. And they could even get to that 1-seed range if they won the Big Ten tournament and had some other action. I know the SEC might get 2 1-seeds. It's probably going to be Auburn and Florida. I hate that because I don't think the SEC deserves 2 1-seeds. I truly don't think they're that good. But at the same time, the SEC has had so many of the top teams all year battling against each other, beating each other up. And Auburn and Florida have been 2 of the teams to come out of that gauntlet, still with really impressive records. Those 2 teams would have more than earned a 1-seed, and that's why I think the SEC is going to get 2 1-seeds. And then you look at the others, whether it's going to be Houston out of the Big 12, Michigan State, whether it's going to be one of the teams out of the Big East like a St. John's. I think St. John's is locked into a 2-seed almost no matter what happens in this Big East tournament. If they won it all and had some chaos in the other conference tournaments, yeah, they might be able to sneak into a 1. I just find that unlikely. But I got Michigan State over Indiana, and then you get maybe the game of the tournament. Michigan State, UCLA. I think they're the top 2 teams in the Big Ten right now. So impressive. I think the winner of this game wins it all. I think the winner of Michigan State, UCLA, wins the Big Ten tournament, and I have UCLA. I know I just hyped up Michigan State a bunch. I just think UCLA matches up well enough against them because the defense is so similar, and UCLA plays at just a slightly quicker pace, more live ball turnovers, more three-pointers, an overall better shooting team. The only thing that could kill UCLA is if Michigan State is able to hit a couple threes and if they are able to consistently dominate inside. I'm not sure UCLA has the paint size to contend with Michigan State's depth there. Michigan State just cycles in so many elite bigs, and it's not just the centers, it's the forwards that kill you. Their rebounding ability is absurd, one of the best rebounding teams in the country. And so if UCLA can survive on the glass and be able to shoot well, I think they can beat Michigan State.